Hi guys, welcome back to this African Perspective. Thank you for stopping by. Okay, so today we're going to be diving deep into the rent prices and the mortgage prices and how it is becoming higher and higher and very unaffordable for many people. So these are the videos that we're going to be checking out today. And also, before we go further, before I actually share these videos with you guys, I wanted to say for those of you who are actually still in the same apartment or living in those same places that you've been living in for years and years, I would say you're pretty not dealing with a lot of the changes. Like, you're not getting the first-hand experience as to those who are actually changing places, who are going to different locations, moving to different new places. Those are the ones that have, because have you guys seen the requirements that some of these apartments have? Or when you are trying to go and buy a new house, when you're trying to buy a house, have you guys seen what you have to fill in the paperwork and the things that they want you to have, the all those things that you need to meet first? You have to meet their requirements, which the requirement has become extremely ridiculous now. It's even making a lot of people laugh because, like, how on earth are you expecting people to be able to do all of this? Why are you asking for so much? And at the same time, you're not even charging just like little amount, but you're charging a lot of money, and then you're asking me to come and do all of this to meet all this high requirement that you're asking for. I don't understand. And that is what is going on right now. So those people who are actually moving from place to place, they're even facing more things, more challenges out there than for those who are actually just staying in the same apartment and just get like just a couple of increase. Before we get right into this video, make sure you please click the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new here, and hit the notification bell to get notified every time I post a new video. Of course, you can leave your thoughts in the comment section by the end of this. Let's get right into it.
So I came across a TikTok that said, "What are you guys doing to survive in this economy?" And my answer is staying put. I've been in this apartment for about 7 years, and I've only had a rent increase total over the last 7 years, $195. Now, it's a little outdated, maybe a lot outdated. Example. So remember old girl went viral about the brown cabinets. Got those. This was gonna fuck y'all up. The baseboard heating. I also have the electric stove with the spiral eye, and I have a wall air conditioning unit. So, yeah, it's a bit outdated. You hear my loud ass dishwasher, so you know the dishwasher is a little bit old, but it's cool, okay? Now, I remember being told that you shouldn't pay any more than 25% of your monthly gross income in housing. That's what I remember when I first moved out on my own. I looked up some shit, some sources, some say 28, some say 30, but I came across an article that said that some millennials are paying upwards of 40% of their income in housing in this economy. If I add up my rent, my electricity bill, because I don't pay gas, just electricity, and my renter's insurance, and I do the math with my income, I only pay 15% of my monthly income in housing. So, like, if I only made $100 a month, I pay $15 to keep this apartment afloat. I'm not going nowhere. Fuck out of here. Like, y'all are not about to bully me to see who can get the landlord the most money. You can have that competition. If it's my time to close on the house, I'll close on the house. I'll do that when it's my time. If I really have to move, then I'll really move. But like, just for an aesthetic, I could redecorate like a motherfucker. Like, but just to say I got this apartment, I'm not doing it. That's how I'm surviving, staying put.
Which I think is the very best, is a very good idea. Better decision to make is just to stay where you are, stay put, because going to sign a new lease somewhere else, I understand that many people have to do it, not because actually it's something, it's not a choice for them. There are many reasons as to why some people got like new jobs in some new states and they just have to move. They have to move to like certain locations. While some people, they just love moving and changing apartments. But yeah, you guys can see that it is really like they're asking you for so much and the price just keeps going high. The thing about it is, most times I would say for those people who actually rent apartments with those people who are like, just a landlord, normal landlord, you get to like, maybe interact with your landlord here and there. Those are ones that they are better, because I don't think they do increase rent as ridiculous as most of these companies who have all this a bunch of apartments. Those ones are more ridiculous. You can still be living in that house and they'll still be increasing it right there and then. They don't care. And this has really forced a lot of people to start having a bunch of roommates. Like, you're living in a house where you don't even have like privacy.
The internet's mad at this woman for going after the older generation, for saying that rents are only $1,200 a month. Tell me what your rent is. Is it more than $1,200 a month?
Stop saying that apartments are $1,200. No, they are not. They are not $1,200. Stop saying that. That is not the median price of the nation's apartments. In Massachusetts, I am not kidding you. Studio to 3 beds, $4,000 to $22,500. Okay?
How do you
And
afford
that's
that?
not the only one. I have other examples. I cannot find a studio apartment, not only in Boston, but the surrounding Massachusetts areas, less than $3,600, $2,000, $15,000 for a 3-bedroom. But Brittany, they're luxury apartments. No, they're not. No, they are not. I know where they are. I know the surrounding areas. They are
All joking aside, you tell me who's paying $3,600 a month for a rent. And if you are, I want to hear about it in the comments. See you on the next one.
We're not even going to discuss how people are able to even qualify in this market. If rents are $1,500 minimum, that means you have to make at least 3 times the rent. That's $4,500 a month. So if it's $1,800, $2,000, $2,000 times 3, that means you have to make at least $6,000 a month to even qualify. Now some people are coming with harsher credit scores, meaning they want you to have at least a 580 to a 700 to even qualify. And if you don't have the right credit score, they're charging you a higher deposit or a very high risk fee. How can people afford to move and afford these housing and apartment prices? We have to talk about this, but guess what? As long as people are renting, they're going to keep increasing the rates. If you guys keep renting these apartments, keep doing applications, they're going to keep increasing these rates.
I don't want to live here anymore. I live in America, and the sense of dread that I feel living here for the next 30, 40 years is so bad, you guys. Let me just give you a little peek into my world. So 5 years ago, me and my husband bought our home. Okay, we bought our home on my 22nd birthday. Our home at the time was valued at $130,000 by the county. Now, mind you, we did not pay this much for our home. I wish we did, but we did not. 5 years later, we just looked. Our home is valued at $248,000 5 years later. Last year, our home appraised at $161,000. If we were to try to buy a home now, I don't think that we would be able to do it. 5 years ago, all they told you was you needed good credit and $10,000 saved up. That was more attainable 5 years ago for a couple of early 20-year-olds than it would be for 2 people dual income in our mid-20s right now. At the time, me and my husband were making really good money. I mean, for 2 people that don't have college degrees, we were making well over $100,000 a year. And in the South, specifically Texas, that use took a stretch. Nowadays, it literally doesn't mean anything. Like, groceries are too high. The cost of living is too high. The housing crisis is out of control. People move. It's bad. It's bad, you guys. It's getting bad, and it's getting worse and worse by the year, no matter who's elected president. We were not put on this earth to work 70 plus hours a week, not be able to spend time with our families. We were put on this earth to consume art, have community, try new foods, new cultures, travel. We did everything that they tell us you're supposed to do. We went to college. Now, do we have degrees? No. We went to college. We saved up the money. We worked really hard. We bought the house. People base their whole self-worth off of their work ethic. I'm not one of those people. Even if you say, oh, you've done this and this, and look at all the things you've acquired. I don't care. I can't even imagine people that stay at their job 30, 40 years. Kudos to you. It's really hard for people, and I think especially my generation, to just see us doing the same thing for the next 30 years. And for what? I don't know what we're supposed to do. People my age. Is this it? Is this what we do? Forever? Nah. I don't want to live here anymore. I don't want to do this. And I'm not saying that there's somewhere better and there's a utopia that you don't have to work. But I think that there has to be somewhere that it's beneficial for the amount that you work.
Fun. People will say, well, what are you going to do when you're older? How are you going to retire? I don't know. But I know that I'm going to enjoy every day and I'm going to be happy every single day.
The amount of speed in a very short period of time, the rate at which all these houses actually increase their value, just increase so much. It's like, what has really changed in that place? What has changed? Let's be for real. Why is it like this? Those places are not even what majority of places. Most people are buying houses. Most people are buying all the people that are doing it right now. It is not what they're buying it for right now. Let's be real. It's just people actually just thinking, with inflation, thinking, oh, we can raise this price to this amount, and then they just raise it up and you just buy it, and all the interest rates just increasing on you while you're still there struggling and trying to pay the one you already had. They're still increasing it on you. So, and I think one thing that I really hate a lot with the houses is all these houses have these high prices, but most of them are really cheaply made. They have very flimsy materials. They're just used with a bunch of woods that maybe if you possibly stay away from those houses for could just be maybe 2 years, 3 years, or 4 years, and you abandon it, before you know it, you just come back to a house that is run down and it's already broken and it is on the floor. You can't even pass that down and say, oh, let me pass this down from generation to generation. Which generation? You're just going to be passing the land, because honestly, I don't know how the materials that are used to build American houses actually cost the amount that they cost, because those things are very, very cheap. But I don't know how they're selling it here. Like, how are they selling all the materials that they use to build a house? Because I can punch a hole in a door. I can use my hand and I will punch a hole in a door, because it is so flimsy. It is flimsy. The materials are not what they are. Even most cars, I notice now, they create a lot of stuff that are not they are not qualitative, but yet the prices is just maxed up and high. It's like when you go and check all those houses that are old, like maybe years ago, that they even sold for those cheap amounts. Those things are sturdy. They are more well made. Whatever we see now, compared to the things that were done before, now cars are just made with plastic, a bunch of plastic, and nothing. Like, they are not even supposed to cost what they are costing. They are not worth it. But people who feel like they should actually increase those prices on them just do what they want to do because they can.
Yeah, I'm here to rant, like serious rants. Okay, so I've been house hunting in Toronto for a while now. I'll say 2 months, because I just moved here, and I've experienced a lot of madness as house rules when I check out places online, when I go to see places. But there's a particular recurring one that I don't understand why that's even a rule. And the fact that it's reoccurring means people are not talking about it or something. Or I don't know, people are allowing it because people are living in these houses. It's the fact that I'm being told by landlords or people I want to share houses with that the landlords do not allow visitors. Why is this even a rule? Because, like, how is a full-grown adult going to pay for a place, live in the place, and never have visitors? Are you people that sad? Do you people not like your life? What about your mental space? Like, don't you like, I don't know what to call it, because, like, why would I be in a place and not have visitors? Now, I'm trying to share apartments because obviously, y'all know how Toronto is. I can't afford the house, can't afford the condo, can't afford anything by myself, because obviously I'm not here to pay rent. I'm not here to spend all my earnings on rent. So I'm looking to share like an apartment with people, with someone, and either a 2-bedroom or something, or even basements, because like, and that's the most annoying part, because basements, where I come from, Winnipeg, we use basements to store properties that we don't need. Nobody rents a basement in Winnipeg, but here basements are hot cake, apparently. So I've been looking into that as well, and I'm being told by a lot of these landlords that I can't have visitors. Why would I want to live a sad life? Why would I live in a place for a year, 2 years by myself and not have visitors? It makes no sense to me. Is someone really talking about these things? Because like, it seems to be a very recurring rule that people keep adding into these things, and it's just crazy. It's just crazy. That being said, if you have a reasonable apartment that you think I can share with someone, let me know, please, because at this point I'm tired. I'm giving up.
How are people affording life right now? How are people tackling this cost of living?
They're in debt. The majority of people are in debt. Mortgage underwriter here for the past 17 years, and I review people's income, assets, and credit. The amount of debt load that people carry is very high. Also, another thing is, please note that sometimes people who look like they are the wealthiest and have the most material things, boats, expensive vacation, luxury, everything, are the people that are in the most amount of debt and on the brink of losing it all or bankruptcy. And the people that sometimes have the most simple life, use cars, use clothes, or they don't look like anything extraordinary or glamorous, are the people that have the most wealth accumulated and saved. But aside from that, just from reviewing and currently reviewing loans, I also looked at a study in the Federal Reserve Q2 of 2023, and they reported that total American household debt was at $103,000 and $103,358 for Q2 of 2023 for total household debt. And the average used auto payment was $528. The average monthly new car payment was $729. And the average amount of debt per individual was $6,358. These figures are very high, and it is no surprise how some people are struggling right now to make ends meet, even if they have high incomes. So please don't ever feel like you are behind, because sometimes people that may look like they have a glamorous life may be in a worse position than people that don't have that. You are not behind in life, and it is hard for many people, even with a dual income or high income, to make ends meet, be able to save and plan ahead. So follow for more.
I really do wish that most times our paycheck is actually increasing, you know, in accordance to how the lifestyle and all these other things that are costing us a lot. I wish they were going in line. I wish the paycheck is really high enough, because why would I go and be working and then majority of my money of my paycheck is actually just going into me paying all these bills, and then at the end of the day, what am I left with? It's like you're just going to work to just keep paying all those bills. You have nothing left in your account. If there's an emergency or one day, you know, when people actually write when they said so many people are actually just a paycheck away from being homeless, which is true, because you don't, how are you even going to have the opportunity or the chance to save up something? You cannot save things, you can't save money, and when you're not saving money, it is very dangerous and risky for your life. It's dangerous and risky for anything that can happen to you. We never know how emergencies happen, how things happen. Anything can go wrong in life. Nobody knows what is going to happen tomorrow. Alright guys, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching this video to the end. I really appreciate you guys. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe to the channel, click the like button, okay, and hit the notification bell to get notified every time I post a new video. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.